Republicans and Democrats talk, politic, and waste the precious, limited time all of us are given on this world. Bureaucratizing and going nowhere. I want to talk about policy, actual changes in the system we can make to help the world and ourselves go into a better future. First things first, the war on drugs needs to end, and it is just a war on poor people, especially poor black and brown people. Instead of a war on poverty, we have a war on poor people. We are spending 600 to 800 billion dollars a year. Some sources even say we are spending up to a trillion, maybe even more a year on defense, also known as war. Our troops aren't at home. They are terrorizing the Middle East. And we don't even spend a billion on healthcare or welfare. The corporations running the government don't want us to be well or healthy. They want us to need them, and if we need them, we have to pay them. So, who are we defending except the rich people trying to hurt, kill, incarcerate, and enslave us? Ah, no wonder everyone in the world hates us, the US. US. No one wants the war on drugs more than the cartel. They control the black market and even the police. Since they make so much money in it, they could buy officers off. Since the government doesn't want to, the billions, possibly $1 trillion drug industry that Big Pharma is already controlling when it sells heroin and meth as oxycodone and Adderall, then charges hospitals 10,000 for x-rays or 1,000 for a band-aid. Drugs are already legal if you are a multi-billion dollar pharmaceutical industry, but if you are just trying to live and survive, you can't, and you will face a long prison sentence. The government should be run by us, the people, and it should be easier to get into government. There should be more town hall meetings on TV where we discuss where the tax money is going towards and where is it coming from. And maybe healthcare and welfare would be cheaper if everyone paid taxes. The poor and middle class give up almost half of their paycheck, but the rich like Jeff Bezos and Donald Trump don't give a single cent. While giving their 2 cents, they don't give a single actual cent or even care about the people they are supposed to be representing and are making money off. While the earth is dying, Jeff Bezos is trying to go look for a new planet to destroy. Jeff Bezos has more than $100 billion but won't even give 1% of his fortune to the people that made him rich or the Amazon he took his company's name from. Who are we defending? And should we be defending them? The rich pay senators and representatives to represent them when they should be representing real people. No matter what the law says, corporations are not people. And if they are, we should try them as the evil criminals that they are. Corporations are constantly killing the environment, breaking the law, and disturbing the peace. If an actual person did the things corporations did, they would have gotten a lethal injection by now. So why are underage black and brown kids tried as adults and sentenced to death while they are still selling drugs, killing and raping the earth? We need to make policy that ends tax loopholes. Just straight up everyone in the world pays 20% tax or something like that. No loopholes. If you are a citizen, which Jeff Bezos and Donald Trump are, you need to pay the 20% tax. And you need to show us proof that you are paying those taxes. Illegal immigrants pay taxes under false social security. Illegal immigrants support the U.S. more than U.S. citizens in the 1% do. It is obvious the rich are just trying to distract us again with another escape go so we don't go after the 1% who are the real problem. The billions and trillions of dollars on defense should be spent on helping us with the tax money from drugs, prostitution, and every citizen of the United States. We can make the Americas and the world great again, even better than it was before, better than we can even imagine. One idea I have is funding and using the defense money on libraries to take them into the future. Right now, libraries have books, a couple of resources, and music that you could check out. It's been like that for a while now, but who reads anymore? Imagine a library filled with video games and good computers. Libraries that also have art studios and music studios in them, where professionals can teach and show what it's like careering in their career, where there's after school tutoring, sports programs, gyms, and all you need is a library card to be able to use their services. A library where you could go learn to be whatever you want, whether it's music, producer, president, lawyer, artist, or the next ninja. Many people steal and break the law because they think that's the only way out, but imagine if it's not. If you could go get on FL Studio, Pro Tools, or Photoshop with a library card, why would you steal it? Some might think, well, criminals will just steal it from the library, but they won't. Not when the government spends trillions of dollars defending it. Not when people defending the library have tanks, rockets, rocket launchers, and are armed heavily. When if you try to steal from the community library, best case, you go to jail for a long time. Worst case, you are shot dead for trying. Because there isn't a chance of you stealing from the community. It is open and defended 24 hours a day and 7 days a week. This will also make so many jobs for librarians, security, architects, and professionals working and volunteering at the library. This is what we should be funding and defending. We shouldn't be terrorizing the Middle East. We should be going to other countries and building schools and libraries like the one I was talking about right now. But that library doesn't even exist in the United States. So how could we make it exist anywhere else? We need to fix our problems before we try to fix anybody else's problem. It should be illegal that we spend trillions of dollars regularly on defense and war, but the United States gets divided on whether we should give a couple million, not even a billion, to schools, hospitals, or anything that would make the world a better place. What are we defending? And should we stop defending them? I believe we should free everybody that's in jail for trying to pay rent and taxes forced on us and them. With nonviolent drug crimes, the government let drugs get into poor black and brown communities and then gave poor black and brown people guns. Then put police everywhere in their community. Black and brown people carrying guns legally and trying to help catch the real murderers get shot in front of their wife and kids and community. Rest in peace, Philando Castile, and rest in peace, EJ Bradford. EJ Bradford was trying to serve and help his country, but the country didn't want to do the same for him or for us. The police are supposed to serve and protect, but all they do is harass and destroy families and communities. Free everybody locked up in an immigration facility. The United States is just a big slave ship. It is number one in incarceration. And a lot of people are in debt too. And we need to fix and put the people that put this slave ship in place in prison. The president doesn't care about us. The senator and representatives are paid by giant corporations that don't care about us. The court holds in place policies and laws that obviously hate us and want to destroy our community. And when the Constitution is obviously broken, they do nothing to stop it or to fix or put the people that broke the Constitution in prison or jail. The executive branch is against us, the legislative branch is against us, and the judicial branch is against us. Philando Castile and EJ Bradford both had the right to possess and bear firearms. Both of them died and got shot by police for exercising their right to bear firearms. The officer who shot Philando Castile found not guilty. I don't believe the police officer that shot EJ Bradford was found guilty either. Both of them are free for taking away an American citizen's right to bear arms. Both of the officers are free. The police department isn't in jail or isn't sued or isn't really being investigated. Not by the legislative branch, not by the executive branch, and not by the judicial branch. All of those supposed to be separate in order to protect the Constitution. In order to protect the Constitution and the people. What people? The Constitution is already broken. The NRA doesn't talk about this. This isn't just about race. Race is just another distraction put in place so that white people don't realize that the government and corporations don't care about them either. This isn't about parties. Democrats don't care and neither do Republicans. I identify more as a Republican right now. The Republican Party is based on smaller government. And I want this government run by corporations right now to get smaller and smaller until it doesn't exist. I want everyone to run us that money, that tax money. Jeff Bezos and Donald Trump to pay taxes. When the government is run by the people and is for the people, I don't believe there would even be any parties. Just people wanting to make the world a better place and discussing how to get there, then getting there. Change starts with us. We all need to better ourselves and the world. While it may seem impossible, what is a mountain but a giant molehill of dust particles, each wanting to aim higher? Thank you for watching and please share. YouTube probably won't try to spread this as it is also paid by giant corporations. So please comment, like, repost, and get the word out. It is much appreciated. We are all butterflies and birds and our flaps matter. Let's just make sure we are all flapping for peace and love.